Don't you know what day it is? It is Friday, and it is Friday night. Not only Friday night, but it's a holiday weekend here in Cali, Colombia. This is Colombian general, so they out there partying, having a good time. Andre was going crazy because she couldn't drive through all the traffic because there's so many people out there driving. But today is Friday night, drink in hand. Now, you know your boy just got some agua until the end of next month. Then I can start drinking Friday night, drink in hand with the rest of you. But let me know what you guys are drinking tonight, because tonight's episode, yeah, you guys got some competition that you need to think about. There's some changes that have taken place in Colombia over the last few years that nobody really wants to talk about. A lot of people just been kind of like hinting at it. But tonight, we're just going to go straight forward. We're going to tell you the truth about what the hell going on in Colombia. It's time for you to actually understand what's taking place before you come down here for your first trip or your 51st trip. Doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, you're going to have to follow these things that have been taking place here in Colombia, some of these major changes that's been going on. And I don't mean just laws and policies and things like that, but I'm talking about some things that normal behavior patterns and certain things that take place when you come down. There's some changes compared to when I was coming here and other guys were first coming here. And for some of you newbies that are coming down, pretend like this is a free consultation, because I'm going to let you know what steps that you should make if you're new coming down to Colombia, or like I said, even if it's your 51st time. I'm glad that you guys have made it in. Of course, tonight is Friday night, drink in hand. So let me know what you guys are drinking. I'm gonna get to these super chats in a moment. I'm gonna get to these, but I got to get to the brothers with the shout outs. Got to do the shout outs. All right. Gabrielle, my man is in the building, representing right out the gate. Let me know, guys, if I'm freezing, because I haven't even pulled myself up right now. Usually I have myself pulled up, so let me see. Give me a second to pull the live stream up so I'll be able to see it and make sure that I'm fine. But yeah, we got you guys in the building representing. I appreciate all you guys that are here tonight. Make sure you click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like your boy too. All right, looking good so far. So far, so good. All right. Put this right here. Move this out of the way. All right. Perfecto. All right. We got my man Big Noble Royalty with the first super chat of the other night. I appreciate that. I really do. $10 super chat. He says, so if we level up spiritually, mentally, and physically, and financially, does that mean there are going to be traditional women and be virgins? The use of being with a woman and being used to being with a woman has soul tie already. Let me go back to that last part again. He said, in traditional women and be virgins, what's the use of being with a woman that has a soul tie already? Meaning, I guess Big Noble saying that, hey, if you're not going to get everything else on track, what's the use of being with a particular type of woman anyway? Correct me if I'm wrong, brother. I'm trying to make sure that I translate that correctly. And thank you again for the super chat, Big Noble. Thank you for being here tonight. We got my man Stefano in the building, chilling. Me, gente, hola for everybody. He says, y'all know what time it is. If you're near here, let me break it down. Oh, if you're new here, let me break it down. Pour your favorite drink, whatever your favorite elixir is. I don't care if it's chocolate, Nestle's chocolate milk. I don't care if it's warm milk. I don't care if it's your favorite liquor. I don't care if it's Sprite, 7-Up, if you're a Mountain Dew man. I don't care what it is you're drinking tonight. Just make sure that you have a drink in hand. I don't care if you're like me with just some water, but have a drink in hand. He said, hit that like button and put your feet up, because it's drink in hand with Andre. And I'm telling you guys are going to earn the drinks tonight. Believe you me. I won't keep you too long because your boy going out salsa dancing. I need to get out the house. Your girl go out every other weekend. I need to get out. I need some space, a break. So I got to get away like Houdini. I need a break. Tevin King, you say happy Friday to all. I feel like today is going to be a good live stream, but unfortunately, I'm still at work and no drink in hand for me. Nothing wrong with that, brother. Nothing wrong with that. Get that money. Stack that money. Black Scorpions in the building, as well as my boy Salute, along with my boy Victory, my family, my boy. Much love to this man right here. Hello, everyone. Let's go. Oh, we got a good one today. We got Shay Star in the building. Yo, representing. Hey, Shay Star, let me know what area you out of. What country or city you out of. Kitty People's in the building. What it do, Slim Dre? I'll contact you tomorrow. Okay, cool, Ken. Thanks. I look forward to your call or your text message. Black Nubian says, holiday weekend here? Yeah. Wait a minute. It's a holiday weekend in the States? Or in Colombia? I mean, in Canada. Let me know. Jay Fleming in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to this man's channel. You be doing yourself a disservice if you do not subscribe to Jay Fleming's channel. Jay, do us a favor and drop your channel in the link into the chat so we can go ahead and subscribe to your channel. Shout out to Jay being here. Once again to Kenny. Kenny says, I'm cleaning up my home tonight. Some of us are just chilling at the house tonight. Black Nubian, thank you very much for the $2 super chat straight from Canada. Them Canadian boys at it again, Mom. They're at it again. Shout out to my man Gabrielle. Had a great consultation with that brother. Good people right there. Good dude. Good dude. He said, drink in hand, herbal tea. See, I had some herbal tea earlier this week, and Andre's been making me those green juice with the ginger and the what else does she puts off in there? Celery, and there's like 4 or 5 different green with apples and everything else off in there. Green apples. Shout out to Terrell in the building. The Detroit boys at it again. What's up, everyone? I can catch the beginning. The rest I'll have to watch later. Just pulling into work. Get that money. Shout out to all you fellow truck drivers that are out there and all you guys that are out there getting that money. All right. I see your jawline. Your jawline slating. You're getting tip top. I am. Listen. Your boy trying to stay at that gym, man. Trying to stay on track with the 75 hard challenge, man. So I got about a month left. And so I get a chance to see the before and after results. All right. My man, Top Shooter, he said, or Shada, he says, sipping on, oh, man. This is the funny part. If E&B comes in and I forgot to get my word of the day, Spanish word of the day. Okay, sipping on el Mandor. El Mandor. Did I pronounce it correct? El Himador. Let's see if I got it right. Let me know if I pronounced it correct. Steve in the building. Peace to you also, brother. Stefano, once again, get a pen in the hand. I'm telling you guys, I'm letting you know. There's some things that have changed, and we're going to talk about a few of those things. Mike Laurie's in the building. What's up, OG? What's up to you too also? Passport Personas representing all us Passport brothers with great personas. I don't drink, but hey, you see what I'm drinking? Agua. I don't drink. I got my joint. Oh, he's a man of nature, a man of the plant. He said, I got my joint lit and ready for another amazing topic. All right, we got many men of the plant. Shout out to my man Los, Tampa's finest out there. Congratulations once again to my brother right there. Hope everything is going great. Mike Laurie says, he really hit me today. Que es los palabra de dia. Trying to help continue learning while working. Hey man, you helping me out, so I need that one. Steve said I'm drinking Soho with pineapple juice. Man, that sounds kind of pretty good, man. My uncle is in the building. Jeff Ghostface is in the building. What's up, fam? What's up to you also? Oh, Mad Dallas in the building. Oh, man, we got a live stream tonight. Mad Dallas here. Happy Friday to you. Are you going to spit fire tonight? Flames are coming. We're going to have a video from 2 videos. We got one that's going to be from our girl, Danica Marie. She always supports the Passport Bro movement, even though she's kind of sad that the movement is going on because she's married, she's happy, and she wants to see other women happily married. But the brothers are like, we We ain't got no time for all these games, Danica. So she's kind of sad about brothers that are leaving, but she's happy and she understands the movement. Let me scroll down a little bit more. We got Big Sean TV in the building. Oh, July 4th. Oh, yeah. That's right. So do you guys get what you get off what? Monday? You get Monday off? Because or are they going to wait all the way till like Wednesday? Because the first is Sunday, Tuesday. So they're going to wait till Wednesday to let you guys off, or they just going to let you guys get Monday off, or next Friday? Let me know how it's going to work. Oh, you in Virginia? Okay, cool. Them the Virginia boys at it. All right, that's what's up. Thanks for letting me know, Jay. Weekend in Canada. You say holiday weekend in Canada. Oh, National Canada Day. Oh yeah, man. You know what's kind of funny that you said it, because I was looking at the celebration last year, so I should have known that. I was looking at a Canadians. I just happened to be watching a particular channel, and then all of a sudden it was the celebration going on last year, and I watched it. Really beautiful, going to celebration across the country. Okay, you say, what it do, Dre? What up, though? That's the Detroit slang right there. Always got to check in with you, nephew. I appreciate that. I really do. Black Nubia once again, Canadian Day. It's Canada Day weekend up here. All right. Thanks again, Victory. That Raiders shirt, though. Them Raiders. We ain't even got a quarterback. I ain't gonna even brag, man. We got receivers. We got running backs. Defense looking a little better. We don't even have a quarterback. Literally. Top Gun is in the building. Shout out to you, man. He say, nos vimos mañanas, hermano. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I see you tomorrow, too. I just got it. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. I got you right there on the board, man. Andre was talking about tomorrow picking you up anyway. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Gilmore says, what's up, Dre? What's up to you too also, man? We're getting ready to get started, guys, in a split second with this particular topic. Like I said, there's some things that are taking place. There's some changes that are not the same as when some of you guys first came to Cali, Colombia, or any parts of Colombia or any parts of South America. There's some changes that are taking place, at least 5 or 6 that we're going to talk about today. And so we're going to look at a video, discuss some of those changes that are taking place. And then we're going to, y'all going to love this video. I know some of you have already seen it. If you watch International Passport, make sure you subscribe to his channel. But he dropped a video of a guy getting Scopolamine in Cali, Colombia. Yeah. And you're going to love how this brother got scoped. And people have been asking me, Andre, how do you feel about the guy that got drugged and robbed? I say he deserved it. Every dollar that he lost, every credit card that he lost, all the money that they blew in this dude's credit card, he deserved it. Don't no man deserve. Yes, you sow it, you reap it. This is one of the things that we got to come to a conclusion with when we come to these other countries. You sow it, you grow it. All you do is that the marijuana plant smokers, you understand this. You sow one plant, you don't get another plant. You get the plant you sowed, right? All you guys that are of the rural or grew up on the farm where some land, you sow it, you grow it. You plant potatoes, you don't get tomatoes. So anybody that plants potatoes and get potatoes, they deserve potatoes, right? Anybody that plants their marijuana seed of a particular plant, and that's the exact seed that they get or plant that they get, they deserve that plant. They work for that plant. If you getting got in 2023 and you still getting drugged in Colombia or any parts of the world per se by a woman, you deserve it. You sowed it, you growed it. You might as well come to the conclusion, guys, that era of feeling sorry for each other and that, well, I'm glad that, see, you go to Razor Rays, go to DC Robs, go to International Passport. Them brothers gonna feel sorry for you at the end. They gonna hear your story. Oh man, brother, that's so sad. Well, and at the end, they gonna say, well, at least you made it. You know, you're good. Everything is fine. You know, you made it back to you. I ain't gonna say none of that. Don't come here. Don't ever get caught getting drugged in Colombia and I find out about it. I'm gonna roast you, especially when you know better. Because I'm tired of dudes saying to DC Rob, oh yeah, I watched your channel. You said don't go on Tinder, but you went on Tinder. I'm tired of you dudes watching Razor Rays and Razor Ray telling you, hey, you might not want to go to that area of Medellin. And you still went to that area and you got the audacity when Razor Ray's interviewing you to tell this man to his face, oh yeah, I was down there so I watched your videos, but I went down to so-and-so anyway. You think I ain't gonna use that material for some good jokes? Man, listen, I'm pulling my mic stand out the trunk. Because now at this stage of the game, we all know better. So when I come with these jokes and this hilarity, don't be mad at me. Don't be angry with me for laughing at you. Because I told you guys 2 years ago, if you get drugged in Colombia, I'ma laugh at you. I'ma laugh my ass off at you. You better believe that one. And I'm going to find some other dudes that's going to laugh too because you knew better. And you're a grown man and you're a responsible man. Them warning labels, like I'm on the side of a pack of cigarettes, them days are done. Every time I see somebody get drugged, I'm coming with the jokes. Now, if you get robbed on the streets, okay, I got you on that. But if you still letting chicks in 2020, that's like becoming a crackhead in 2023. I didn't know. You didn't know about crack and it's 2023? It's not 1983. It's the same thing with Colombia. This is not 2003 where you just didn't know. It's not 2013. Well, you know, it slipped my mind. I didn't know they were drugging out there. This is 2023. There has been over 1,000 YouTube videos made dedicated warning men and women not to go on Tinder, not to go on certain websites, not to go to certain areas of a city. So if you decide to go on Tinder and other websites that are not legitimate, if you decide when we've already warned you to not deal with those dating agencies because those dating agencies are out to just rob you and get more money from you. And if you are going into certain neighborhoods in Colombia and you get robbed, I'm coming with the jokes. I mean, I'm coming from the hip with the jokes, with the long barrel. These ain't baby 380s I got. These are long. I'm coming like Clint Eastwood. I'm talking about when I fire off these jokes, man, listen, my wrist gonna snap back. I'm telling you, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of pretending like I'm sad. Oh, man, another brother got drugged. Dang, dog. You all right? You all right? No, I ain't gonna even lie no more. I don't care if you all right no more. Nope. And the worse that it is, the more I'm laughing, the more hilarity I'm bringing. So I suggest you guys take what we're mentioning, these warning labels, to heart. Shout out to Art of Will in the building. I appreciate you being here, brother. He does. He said, "Does hold by us to try get to say stop it, man. At least Tobias alone, man. That's my dude. Stop it. Hey, Will, we do not attack people. Listen, I'm the one that come with the hilarities. You don't put personal titles out there, man. Stop it, man. Thank you for the super chat, but come on, Will. You know better than that, brother. All right, Black Scorpion is in the building. He said in baseball it's called unenforced error. Yeah. Oh, my man Clyde in the building. He said Black Scorpion. He's talking Black Scorpion. Let me stop dipping into somebody's conversation. But Clyde did say, let me scroll back up to what Clyde was saying. He said all these Chica robberies stories are having elements of user error. Excellent point. You don't get no better than that. Fellas be caught lacking for real. Absolutely correct. We're about to watch the video that was dropped by my man IP. Dude got drugged this past weekend. Not this weekend. Shout out to Lennar in the building. Salute, brother. Glad that you made it. We're gonna watch IP's video, and then we're gonna give a little bit of commentary. And then we're going to talk about some things that have changed. Because for real, guys, you can't do and move like you did before. That time is gone. It's past. If you didn't make it in 2018, 2015, 2012, 2010, if you didn't make it to Colombia then, that Colombia is gone. All the original Ace Live videos, original Check It Effect videos, all original Marwa videos when it was like 2012, 2015, 2016, 2000, all that era gone. All you can do is look back at our old footage. But to try to live or visit Colombia, thinking that Colombia still exists, that's why you dudes getting robbed. Because you haven't come to the reality there's some changes that have taken place in Colombia. But we're about to get started on this video real quick. Once again, thank you guys for the super chats. Appreciate you all, really do. Let me scroll down, turn this music down just a little bit. Don't want the music to be too loud. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, now let's get started with this video. Yeah, this is the brother that got. And let's get ready to get started. Let's see. Right here. And here we go.
Towards the end of the last day, probably 2 days before I had to leave, I kind of got a little lonely. So I was like, well, let me try to go on Tinder. Don't use Tinder, but let me try to go on Tinder. Find me a little nice chick, and before I leave, in the night with that, went on Tinder, found one. She wanted to meet up. We met at it's called La Commercial Plaza. It's like 30 minutes away from the Chippy Choppy Mall in the La Flora district. She stayed like 10 minutes away from there. Ended up waiting for her. She ended up coming. We used Google Translate, of course. We went to a bar. I don't remember the name, in the mall, in the Plaza Mall, right? So we're sitting down. We're using Google Translate. She's just telling me a little bit about her. She's complimenting me, of course. Eyes and you're a genuine guy, nice and everything, yada yada yada. Have a few drinks, have a little bit more, few drinks. We get up, and she ends up taking me to another bar, and this is where it happened. We get to another bar, and when we sit down, and she orders El Jimador, I think that's what it's called. It's a white liquor. Start drinking, and at some point she told me to kiss her, and I think it was at that point when I did, she may have slipped something in my drink, or she could have had the bartender do it. I know they usually do that too, but at some point that's when it happened. So when I took my second shot, I just didn't feel, I felt funny. She then asked, I asked her, actually, I was like, hey, would you like to go back to my Airbnb? Obviously, what was on my mind. And, and she was pretty Latina, Afro-Latina.
Okay, we're going to stop right there for a split second. Okay, here we go. Here's the scenario that we're looking at. Shout out to my boy in the building, representing. Okay, check it out. My man said that he was last night in Cali, Colombia. Last night. He ain't came up on no coochie. Right? You couldn't come up on nobody in Cali. You couldn't make it to no strip club, no brothel, no nothing. Nothing. You in Cali, Colombia. Last night, right? Okay, cool. So what does he do? Like a lot of dudes do. Run to social media. Did he go on Facebook? Nope. He ain't do that. Did he go to somebody's DMs on Instagram? Nope. Why? Because you can see their family photos of what's going on in their life for real on Facebook and Instagram. But he didn't think about doing that. What did he run to? The easiest place you can do. Swipe left, swipe right. Guys, that time is over. That's the first thing that's over. It's done. Stop trying to look for the easy route when it comes to South America. There is none. You're either going to pay for play, party girl, or regular woman. Trying to get the easy route, trying to treat a party girl like she's not pay for play, or trying to treat a pay for play like a party girl, try to treat a party girl like a regular, all this trying to do it the easy route, trying to find the slickest or smoothest. Stop it. And I mean that, dudes. Y'all effing yourselves up. There is no easy route of doing this. Either you're gonna go pay for play, meaning that you're gonna find somebody that's at a strip club or a brothel, or you're gonna go into a clock tower, or you're gonna go to the sewer, whatever you're gonna do that. But this being lazy and trying to do it on social media is getting y'all in morgues, man. He asked what a party girl is. Party girls are females that you know that they only there for fun. Like you on vacation. You only there for fun. They going out to the club. They've been working all week, or they don't work. They sleep all day long, and they come out at night and they party. You know how we were at 23, 24, 25, and we would just be working all day long, and then we go out all night and party, and then sometimes we just slide into work with a hangover. Party girls. They just at that age and stage where they just want to party and have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Girls, they will smash you just as fast as you smash them. They just party girls. Every city in most cities, small towns, big towns around the world got party girls. There's women that just like, I'm living my young life. I don't care how many bodies I got. I don't care if I went through 10 guys and none of them would pay for play. They were just party girls. Weren't looking for any money. They were just looking for you to pop some bottles and pop some coochies. That's it. Pay for play, we all know what that is. So we know going to brothels or going to the clock tower in Cartagena or going to Sosúa in Dominican Republic, or whether you go into brothels, that's pay for play. You pay, you get to play. Whether it be strip clubs. But this trying to skip to the front of the line, guys, that is one of the things that guys aren't talking about here in Colombia. That's over. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit up here like DC Rob and Razor Ray and other content creators and feel sorry for your asses. I'm not that dude. I know that you knew better. And each dude that goes on these guys' channels for the post-game interview, well, I see you got robbed. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. They took my wallet and my passport and everything. For the post-game interview, and DC Rob or Razor Ray asked you, well, during the game, did you realize that you'd already watched our content before you went out there on the field? Yes, DC Rob. I watched several episodes of your content. So you watched DC Rob tell you don't go on Tinder, and you went on Tinder anyway. You watched me for 4 years telling you don't go on Tinder. You watched Razor Ray for about 2 years telling you don't go on Tinder. But you think that you can still skip to the front of the line. You think that you special. That era does not exist anymore. I wish you guys would get it through your heads. If you do anything before you come to Colombia, you ready? In all sincerity, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to my man Reg in the building. If you do anything for yourself, delete your Tinder account before you come to Colombia. I said it. Some of you dudes ain't got the discipline. This dude, all the way to his last day, he didn't say I used Tinder on my first day or my second day. All the way to his last day. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Will. Because I'm not, this is not that channel. I kid you not, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're a good dude, and I like you. But this is your third super chat when it comes to what happened to that young dude, Tobias. And Tobias, I know Tobias personally. I bring the hilarity and the jokes to him too. But this personal, constant super chats, let that go, bruh. Let that go. Because then when I put you in timeout, then I'm the one that looking like a jerk for putting you a timeout for something that's uncalled for. Because you don't, let me ask you this. Do that man owe you money? Did he fuck somebody that you want to fuck? Did he smack your mama in the mouth? What is it that you dudes feel so happy about attacking another man for? What makes it so great? When I say something, I'm laughing at your asses, but I'm not attacking some dude. So let it go, Will. Your first little statement. Okay, cool. We got that. Ha, you talking about Tobias. Okay, Tobias has already admitted he made a mistake on his first day. Everybody knew about Tobias the Traveler because he came out and told his story. But to sit up here a year later, you still talking about it as if this man, what happened, man? He fucked you in prison? He prison fucked you. And you mad because y'all broke up. Is that what it is? What happened? Come on, Will. Let's be real with it. He beat you in pool or something, and now you owe him $500? What happened? Because it got to be something personal. There is no way in hell you done dropped 3 super chats about one man. Damn, dude, let it go. If you want to write a love letter to him, go ahead, write it. But don't be writing it in our super chats. This is a peaceful atmosphere for grown-ass men. And you know what gets me about this, Will? You a good dude. That's the part that fucked me up. I could see if you was one of them jerk dudes. You ain't no jerk. You a good dude. And I've seen you from channel to channel to channel. You ain't never been no jerk. You'll come with jokes, but you ain't never been no jerk. So for you to do all this, man, you got to give me a reason behind it. You can't just be dropping 3 super chats about one man and tell me you ain't in love with him. He's not an ex-lover. He's not. You sound like a woman that was swooned. That's how you coming at it, dude. You don't realize what you doing. If you don't personally know this, man, what is it that got you personally riled up to want to attack this dude, man, like this? When he done already said you can't crack no jokes on him that he ain't already cracked on him damn self. So let it go, man. Keep the super chats, keep the comments, man. Say something else. Say you don't like the Raiders, whatever it is. But dang, dude, don't be messing up our night because you got some type of personal vindictiveness against your mirror. That's the shit you tell to yourself in the mirror. All that stuff that you saying right now about another man that you don't know nothing about, ain't never met a day in your life, ain't never shook his hand, ain't never borrowed $1 from him. You never gave $1 to a foundation. You ain't never donated to his son's scholarship in college. You ain't never done nothing for this man. He ain't never done nothing for you and to you. So the only man that you pissed off with is the one that you got to look in the mirror when you go piss. That's the only man you mad at. You can't be that upset or perturbed with another man that we only been on the live stream for about a good 20 minutes. I told y'all do not want me to be coming with these damn jokes tonight. So Will, let it go. God dang, it is not that serious, man. You coming with that feminine ass energy, dude. We do not need masculine men to be, dude. If you in the States, I got you. That's how women expect y'all to walk. Y'all feminine. I was raised by my mama. Only energy. Got you. But we dudes that's trying to be better than that. So let's let that go. Let's slide by. Let's pretend like this was a commercial break. And let's go back to the topic. Let's go back to the video, guys. I'm about to head back to the video. Let's pull this up. Let's get this started.
She was like, yeah, show me where you live. I showed her where I live and everything. And I got up, and that's when I kind of didn't feel right. But, I just chalked that up IP to me being drunk. Got up a little wobbly, she's helping me a little bit. I get in the car, which I thought was an Uber, but from what my friends were telling me, it probably wasn't an Uber. It was probably just somebody she knew, and got in the back of the car, and IP, when I got in the back of the car, at that point, I don't know what happened. I don't know when I fell asleep. I just did. And when I woke up, I was outside my Airbnb on the ground, on the concrete outside my Airbnb, my phone and my wallet gone, which
we're gonna stop it right there. Okay, here we go. So what happens is this dude, as we all hearing, the female all right, there we go. All right, so leans in for a kiss, kind of like I did when I froze. And what she did was she took the drugs and sprinkled it off in there, right? I'm waiting for me to unfreeze too, so it'll finally unfreeze. Give it a moment. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so leans in. While they leaned in, he can't see his drink. She angles it so he can't see his drink. She sprinkle, sprinkle into his drink. By the time they get ready to get to the car, he doesn't even, like he said, I don't know if it was an Uber or what. I know that Colombian Wi-Fi. And so sprinkle. And what ends up happening is he wakes up next day, ass up, no identification because his passport is locked in his Airbnb. Credit cards gone. What do I always say? If you're in Colombia, only carry one credit card with you if you got more than one. You do not need to be walking around Colombia. As inexpensive Colombia is, there is no way in the world that you need to be walking around with several credit cards and his cash is gone. Oh, he forgot his dignity was taken away as well. They done left you ass up on the ground, on the hard, cold Cali cement. Cheek got the imprints of cement. Like cement just smacked the hell out of you like you a fool. My man Leonard says, these hoes craftiest. No, they ain't. These are women with 5th, 6th grade educations. The ones that got real education, they ain't even out in the streets like that. Here's what happened. You ready? When we try to jump to the front of the line, we try to do it the easy way. When we try to just add water and treat meeting women in another country like just mixing Kool-Aid, just add water and sugar and you got what you want. When we are slipping and get caught slipping, the women don't even need to be crafty anymore. They ain't got to be slick or nothing. That little move that she made, that was it. A 5-year-old could have did that. That little move to reach in for a kiss and sprinkle, a 5-year-old child could have did that. It didn't take no craftiness. All she had to do was find the right food, the right sucker. And I keep trying to tell dude, in other words, a dude that thinks, here we go, a dude that thinks that the era of what Colombia used to be like when you came here to visit is still the same way. That time is over, dudes. That's the first thing that's over and done. Stop trying to come to Colombia and do it the easy way. I didn't do it the easy way. Anybody that's down here that's got either solid relationships or solid friendships or got a cool chick that he mess with every time he come down here, they ain't booed up, but that's every time he hit the city, she gonna give him that coochie. Or if he just got some party girls that just could show him and introduce him to a bunch of girls. It took work. It took work to get the cool women in his phone. It took work for dudes that got Even if you into pay for play and you got at least 5 women that you know that's some good pay for play chicks, and every time you come down, you don't mess with no other chicks in the city, but you got them good 4 or 5 chicks that's in your phone that whenever you call them, they gonna show up. They ain't robbing nobody. They ain't stealing nothing from nobody. They can stay on your thick mattress overnight. You know how many kids they got. You know where they work in the daytime and they pay for play at night. You know everything about them. You got at least 5. But you dudes always want to do it the easy route. Just add water. Those days are over. And that's why us veterans are laughing at y'all. And I mean, we laughing at veterans too. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. The easiest dude to drug now is not the new dude that's just coming to Colombia. The new dude that's coming to Colombia, many of those dudes usually be on guard. They know about DC Rob and Razor Ray now. So they on guard. The new dudes, you ain't gonna get me. Is all you veterans that's traveled a lot, you've been to so many countries, all you veterans that been to Colombia before, you've been to Medellin, now you want to come to Cali for your first or second time. All you the easiest victims because you got your guards down now. You think you know everything about travel. You the easiest victims to get. They can get you here, Timbuktu, Egypt. They can drug you in any city. Why? Because you think you know everything. You the easiest Vicks. The other easy Vicks are these dudes. The dudes that been messing with this same low-life, beautiful bottom feeder for a few months. I keep trying to tell y'all the new game of drugging dudes is not just drugging a new dude that they met. The new game is drugging a dude that they know. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think dudes getting drugged now and the videos coming out now? Wait till about November, early December when Christmas come. Watch how many dudes be popped up, bodies laid out, and they ain't gonna make it back home. Watch how many dudes end up on DC Rob right around November, December. Y'all think I'm playing? These women will have you in their phones. You will come down to the city and smash that chick 4 or 5 times. You know that she live in zone 1. You know that she ain't no good. You know she just a party girl. But when Christmas comes, she looking at you like, I gotta have it, dog. I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all dudes be sitting up there like, I've been knowing her for 2 years. She didn't need to rob you 2 years ago. She had other dudes that she was robbing for Christmas. But now it's your turn, player. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's crafty. Now that one, that's crafty. When a female waits 2 years to drug you, that's crafty. That's real crafty. At least you like when the female, like this one dude, he had just met her, but the new sprinkle on him. Man, listen. I would be more ashamed of the female that thought I was cool with, and every time I came to Colombia for 2 years, I thought she was good people, and she was the one that got me. That would hurt. I couldn't even lie. That would hurt. But let me make sure that I'm not freezing or anything. Make sure I'm up to par. Okay, I'm good. All right. So we're gonna continue on with the video. Now, yeah, that's a real sprinkle. That's for real. Let's get ready to go to these super chats real quick though. Let me go back to these fellas. First of all, yeah, it is. I'm trying to speak the facts, man. Dudes don't want to listen. They think us dudes down here don't know what we're talking about. They just want to just add water, then get caught up. Shout out to Tobias for the $9.99 super chat. Just supporting this stream. I'm glad that you made it in, brother. I'm glad that you made it in. Leonard says, what year was Colombia easy, at least more safe? Actually, between like 2003, from all the guys that I've spoken with, all the guys that have been coming back and forth down here, right around between early 2000s, all the way, I would say for me, or to me, it was right around all the way until like 2018. Like 2018, early 2019. Because you periodically heard somebody got drugged. And you wasn't hearing about no bodies, like somebody found a deceased somewhere, deleted. It was like every blue moon. And when somebody got drugged and robbed, it was like a big deal. Like, man, so-and-so got died. But it wasn't anybody that you knew or familiar with. No content creator was putting out videos about it because it wasn't that common. Man, that pandemic hit, even a little before the pandemic, but after the pandemic hit, all bets have been off. All bets are off. They coming for you because they know this. You ready? They know that you are so lazy that you just want to add water. And women in South America know in order to have a good woman, you do not just add water. 70 to 80% of the women down here are not into drugging dudes, robbing dudes, none of that. No matter what age, they could be in their 20s, even many party girls. Many party girls just want to party with you. But there are a lot of party girls that are into that. Let's drug him. But there's some party girls that's like, I just want to hang out and have fun. I don't want a relationship. I don't want you be your boo. I just want to have fun. Let's have sex while you in town. Let's drink again tomorrow night. And then when you leave, you leave. It's some party girls that just like that. They ain't trying to drug nobody, rob nobody, or nothing. But you guys keep trying to just add water. You end up with the party girls that are crafty. You end up with the pay-for-play girls. There are pay-for-play girls that ain't never robbed nobody ever. And most, I would even say most pay-for-play girls have never robbed anybody ever. All those girls that work in brothels, all those girls that maybe got a job during the day, then they pay-for-play at night, like we call a part-time pay-for-play or part-time pros. They ain't never done nothing to nobody. They just like, you come to town, you want me, I want your money, let's hook up, and then when you get back on the plane, I see you next time you come. It's a lot of women like that. But you dudes love the beautiful bottom feeders. The ones that everybody know is crafty. The ones that everybody know ain't no good. The ones that here's the other part. The ones that drug y'all and don't even be fine. If I had $1 for all the regular Colombian women that y'all be letting drug y'all, they don't even be fine. They be like the pudgy chicks, the all right looking chicks, the chicks that don't nobody really bother with if they was on the streets standing next to, just, do y'all really be getting that drunk that you can't tell that this a regular looking ass? Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never got. Thank the Lord. But I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm gonna get got, you better believe she gonna be fine. If I was gonna be a dude that would have got and I was single, man, please. If my story was to be told, I'm still pulling out folk, man. You see how fine she is, though. You see how I got, don't y'all? Y'all do understand this. My photos would have validated why I end up getting got. Most of you dudes, man, them chicks be, for Colombia standards, ugly, pudgy. They be getting y'all where they got t-shirts on. Just a regular pair of jeans and a clean iron t-shirt. It'll never be, every blue moon you see somebody go get drugged and the female fine. You be like, dang, she is fine. Every blue moon. But most of the time when y'all dudes be getting got, it be some regular, random, just bottom feeder look. Yeah, what the? He let that get him? That ugly chick get him? He might as well let a fat girl get him. What the hell is that? I be cleaning my glasses like I can't be seeing what I'm seeing. This cannot be true. This is not what I've come for. This dude had to be drugged by like Miss Universe. You know, a Sofia Vergara looking chick. It's gotta be one. It's gotta be. He had to be getting drugged by someone that's like supermodel-esque, 6'1". She's gotta be built, have Gotta have a behind like she's a Olympic track star. She's gotta be gorgeous. It can't be this ugly, trifling woman that's drugging men, and it do. It be some of the most unattractive women here in Colombia be drugging y'all every time. And I be looking like, what the hell is y'all thinking? First of all, even if she wasn't drugging you, you came all here to Colombia for that? You came all the way across oceans. Let's say she didn't drug y'all. You are paying for that? You under the clock. I'm going to wrap this joke out. You under the clock tower in Cartagena, some of the most beautiful women in South America. You got Venezuelans there. You got Brazilians there. You got the Colombians there. And you got a plethora of Afro-Colombians with Brazilian tans in Cartagena under that clock tower at night. And the one that you chose in hopes that she wouldn't drug you was this ugly heifer. And you wonder why I'm bringing these jokes? Man, listen. If you don't stop being cheap and get that fine one that's right back there by herself, the fine one with the glasses on, get her. Don't be dude, even if the chick wouldn't have drugged you, I would have came with jokes. Some of y'all even when some of y'all dudes come down here to Cali, y'all be with some zoomorphic looking chicks. Like I got some partners that be with some nice looking women. But then I see some of y'all come down here. Well, you came to Cali for that? All these horses walking around here, and you came to Cali for that? It's 70% black people here. This the best that you can do in Cali, Colombia? Man, y'all need to stop it, bro. For real. You're embarrassing black manhood. If y'all gonna get drugged by some 9s and 10s. Get some drugged by a chick that look like Rihanna. Like that's a Rihanna too. Get drugged by a chick that look like she comes from Tobago. See what I'm saying? Get drugged by a chick that look like she half black, half Asian, half Mexican. Get drugged by a chick that look like, dog, I thought she was Irish. She's got dimples and and she's got the I forget what I was about to say about that in regards to that. But get somebody that's fine. I'm still trying to remember the word too. Not the dimples, but the freckles. Man, y'all be getting some of the. And me and Andre, dude, yes, me and Andre be judging. Yes, we do. Yeah, when y'all walk away sometime, we be looking. Did you see what he was with? Did you see what he was with? Some of y'all bring some beautiful, nice, just the nicest women our way and just the sweetest hearts. And some of y'all, fellas, that's what y'all need. That's what y'all need. Need a consultation for. Y'all need a consultation on how to choose a woman. Goodness gracious. Y'all be getting drugged by, how you gonna get drugged by Kevin Samuels 5? A 5. I told y'all I'm gonna ride these jokes out tonight. Y'all might as well whoever smoking, you might as well smoke it up. Whoever drinking, you might as well drink it up, because I'm coming with these jokes tonight. Believe that. There is no way in hell y'all supposed to be coming down. Black men, white men, Latin men from all over the United States, all over Canada, all over, white dudes coming from all over Europe, always got their ass down here, always in Colombia. If don't nobody be here, black people and Europeans, and you be getting drugged by that? Oh, hell no. Shout out to Deshaun. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see the truth. Sean says, he said, I've been having a tough time linking up with those drivers. Dre got me sitting up a Friday night in my dope La Flora condo on the balcony with, hey, hit me up because I'm going to go to a salsa club after this. So if you ain't doing nothing, man, hit me up. You're only down the street from me anyway. So hit me up on Facebook like you were doing before, or I think we got WhatsApp together. But hit me up if you ain't doing nothing and you want to hang out. Just hit me up because I'll be hanging out right around like 10:30, 11. So hit me up. We'll hang out. I got a nice spot. All right. Thanks for the super chat. Mad Dollars, you tell us this all the time, Dre. Those brothers think that they can buy a diamond at a Dollar Tree store. They do, man. And then they be getting mad because I be laughing. Like, man, don't be mad at me. Do not be mad at me. Hassan says, Hassani says, damn, Dre, you bring down the house tonight. Keep going. I'm just saying, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. I'm just saying, man, these dudes be doing it. Shout out to Kings of Dreams. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. And we got OW and Mike T in the building. Man, hey, you brothers all you brothers, I know where y'all coming from. Y'all coming from somebody else's live stream. Somebody else's live stream. Whenever I see this many brothers just pow. Yeah. Shout out to Face Mob and the liquor. In the Face Mob says the liquor don't make them look any better. They don't. I be rolling, man. Rolling. Beauty is an eye beholder. Yeah. But those dudes don't be holding beauty. Cause them chicks be like, anytime my wife is looking at your woman like, what the hell? Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Real Estate Law. Shout out to you. Oh, by the way, guys, we're doing a live stream this Tuesday night at 8:30 with my man, Dennis Sperling. Dennis will be in the house this Tuesday night. I'm going to make sure I put all the information out there. Thank you very much for reminding me, guys, of the freckles as well. I was trying to remember freckles, and Andrea got freckles, so I definitely should have remembered that. But this Tuesday night, we're doing lives with Dennis Sperling. We're going to talk a little bit about Passport Bros, and at the same time, we're also going to be discussing. He is going to be doing a 16-week broadcast of his reality television show that he had with his ex-wife. He's going to be talking about how to be the best passport bro you can be, even while you're in the middle of a divorce. He's going to showcase all the things he did. This is a reality show that he did a few years ago when he was still married to his ex-wife. And so now he's going to be doing it not live, but he's going to be doing showing the episodes, because most of us have never seen the episodes. So he's decided to take 16 weeks on his channel and share it with us. So he's going around doing a tour of all the main brother YouTubers and making sure that we all do an interview with them. And so he also wants us to be one of the few channels that has the right to do a review of every episode. So starting next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Thursday, Dennis is going to do the first episode. Every Sunday, Andre and I are going to do our critique on every episode. So that's what Dennis wants us to do. But we're going to have Dennis Sperling on here, the Blizzard King on here, Uncle D in the building this Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern. I mean, actually, 8:30 Central. So that'll be 9:30 Eastern. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's continue on with the video. Life of Edward Ford. Back in Colombia with my family. You about to make me fall out of bed. Like, man, Dennis cool as he cool cat, man. Real good dude. And he got Dennis doing his good. He's doing his thing, man. Good father, man. Really good father. All right, let's get ready to continue on with the video. Let me move myself out of the way. There we go. Now, last we talked about that he woke up in front of his Airbnb.
I just got a new phone yesterday, and on Monday I'm working on getting all my credit cards back. But she has maxed my credit cards, which I've taken care of that also.
And he's laughing.
They're going to give me all my money back. She's done some damage to my Navy Federal card, which is my main card, but I'm going to take care of that Monday too. I'm getting all my money back, and I got recommended to call the U.S. Embassy to also, they'll compensate me also for, stuff that happened. That's necessarily what happened. I recommend everybody.
Let's stop right there for a split second because he made a statement that's important. He said that he said somebody gave him a recommendation to call the U.S. Embassy to be able to get some of his proceeds back. He'll never see that money from the U.S. Embassy. U.S. Embassy is not FEMA and is not FDIC. I'm going to say that again. The U.S. Embassy is not FEMA, okay? You ain't been through no hurricanes in Colombia, okay? Even though we have earthquakes in Cali. Yeah, for all you Cali dudes that's coming through here, welcome to the land of earthquakes. So, yeah, I've been through 2 of them. Yeah, it's a whole different world. But the embassy is not FDIC. Even though he sounds, it does sound like he's military. Sounds like he's a vet. And that's why I be going off on you vet brothers. Now you see why I'm always snapping off on you veteran brothers. Because you brothers are just like the brothers that have been to Colombia several times. You were trained to know better. You were trained to know better in everything. You were trained to know better, like if food runs out and none of us know how to get food. You were trained to know how to get food. You were trained that if bullets are flying all over the place, how to duck, dodge, do backwards flips, find the safest to go to. You were trained for every situation to where if you don't have a gun, you know how to make a slingshot and a bow and arrow, and you were trained to make boomerangs and shit. You were trained for every damn thing, every circumstance. And then you come to Colombia and let a woman with a 5th grade education scam you because you scammed yourself first. All you ex-military dudes or you dudes that's in the military, you know better. You was all that in the rain with their heavy gun. All that sergeants and leaders yelling in your ears. You was trained from day one to look out for you. And what do? All that training thrown all out the window. All those years of preparation. You were prepared for Kuwait. You were prepared for the Gulf War. You were prepared for Vietnam. You were prepared for everything that took place. And then when it comes to a little small ass 5'5" Colombian woman with a big butt and big lips and small waist, she did to you what 15 soldiers in the Middle East with hand grenades couldn't do to you. They couldn't catch you slipping. You out there in the middle of the desert, ain't nothing out there but you and some scorpions, and you made it. And you come to Colombia, and in less than half a day, what they couldn't do to you in the jungles of Kuwait. I mean, in the deserts of Kuwait, you in Qatar. All it took was a Colombian woman with a 5th grade education to turn you into Samson. All she had to do was be Delilah. Man, my respect for you military dudes has plummeted. You know the whistling sound that you hear when a plane is going. That's my respect for you military dudes. It has plummeted, man, to all-time low. I'm talking about your stock has fallen so low in my eyes when it comes to traveling and you being on point like you supposed to be. Please, I'm ex-military. Are you? Really? Prove it. Prove it by stop getting drugged by women. Can you do that for me? Because every time I turn around, one of you military dudes are the first ones to get got. It should not be this easy for women who don't know nothing about another country. They ain't never had no super training. They never had nobody on different levels training them. They ain't never had to go through crawling through mud and none of that. And you sitting up here, you talking about all your military badges and everything that you done won and all that you've done. And you telling me that, listen, despite all that, all it takes is a woman with a big old butt and a smile, and all your training and all your pension is gone. Some of you military dudes, y'all get robbed passively. They don't even have to drug y'all. Y'all at the Western Union, Poppy. You heard me. Y'all at the Western Union, Poppy. Yeah. Yeah, you guys got to get together, military brothers. Y'all make yourself look real bad around these countries. This ain't the only country that y'all be falling short in. Don't think it's just South America. Oh no, we've been hearing about how y'all be acting in the middle, out there in the Middle East. We how y'all get caught slipping when it comes to losing out your money and losing your homes in Thailand and everything. And half of y'all ex-military dudes now homeless for no reason at all. How you gonna be homeless in Cambodia? Ex-military dudes, talk to me. You done built a whole house in her name. That's the ultimate cult. That's passive. That's called passively robbing somebody. She ain't had to drug you or nothing. All she had to do was sit back and just act sweet and nice, and you built her a whole house in Thailand in her name. Man, y'all, bro. Shout out to the military brothers. Y'all got to stop that, man. That's serious. So when it comes to the embassy, guys, if anything happens to you outside of something really physically, something really physically happens to you, don't be running to no embassy thing. They about to hook you up. The most that I've heard that in all sincerity, that the U.S. Embassy does, I know all that training goes out the window when you don't have that D discipline. Good point. Good point, Crypto. I ain't mad at shout out to the father of many nations in the building as well. Absolutely correct. And so when it comes to the embassy, let's say you lost everything, passport, everything. The embassy will make sure that you get a temporary passport, make sure that you get a ticket back home, and maybe a few dollars for food. Once you get back home, you have to pay them back for any monies that they loaned you. If you don't, once you get back your regular passport, like you ordered a new passport, and you try to travel, you can't go anywhere. You've been blocked from traveling outside the country. Why? Because you didn't pay back the few dollars that you owe the embassy. That's how it works. So what he's saying, that's what I'm saying. Fellas, don't believe what these dudes are saying on here. I'm telling you, I've already looked it up. I already talked to guys that work in embassies and things like that. And that's all the embassy does. They'll loan you a few dollars. They'll look out for you because you ain't got no way back home. But as far as when you get back home, you have to pay that back. And I looked that one up myself with the State Department. So let's get ready to go back to the video.
Just, stay off of Tinder. If you want to meet women, I strongly advise you to meet them in the grocery store, try to talk to them in the grocery store, hit them with a cheesy line like, hey, I'm looking for this. And then, try to slide your way in on them. But they're real welcoming. And then when they hear that accent, they're going to be like, oh, and then they're probably they'll help you. They're really nice, welcoming people. But learn Spanish, though. That's the biggest thing. Learn Spanish, and it will take you far. And,
let me ask this, Pepper. Let me ask this. So this woman that you met on Tinder, what race was she? Was she white, Latina?
Black.
Was she black?
Latina.
Oh, man. Damn it.
Yeah.
Let's pause it right there. Did you notice that he said that No. We're gonna watch a video with Danica Marie, Kenny. It would be good to get. I need to reach out to Danica. That's a good point. I need to reach out to Danica because she talks about the passport bros a lot, and I've been on her show like two years ago when she used to when she used to have callers call in, and I was on her show for a while 2 years ago. No, actually it was 3. Ugh, it's been a while. Okay, so. But yeah, we're gonna do a video with Danica Marie next after we get done with this one. Notice after he got robbed, Kenny, he had all this advice for you. Don't use Tinder. The women are approachable. Well, if you see them in the grocery store, just ask for something. They're usually nice. All this damn post-nut clarity he had after he got robbed. He didn't learn it afterwards. In other words, he realized that I shouldn't have been lazy. He had all the knowledge. No Spanish. Don't go on Tinder. All the knowledge was there. Notice how he just spewed it off. Many of us already know what to do. But then we will sit up there and do the exact opposite, knowing that dudes that live here keep telling you, dude, the women here are extremely approachable, extremely nice, extremely into you. You're the exotic one. They've been fantasizing about you, watching you in the movies, you on the music videos. And yet and still, what do you dudes do? You put these women on a mental pedestal that live in zone 1. And I see what zone 1 is like dude, when you guys come to Cali, some of you dudes see zone 1, you like, oh my God, how did they survive? And you will put a zone 1 woman because she's beautiful on a pedestal when they already saw you on a pedestal before you got off the plane. That's a change that's taking place and is caused by dudes. I'm gonna let you guys know something. Change number 2. There will always be somebody like this brother. And I mean this no matter what city you go to in the world. Change number 2 that you gotta have to accept right now. There will always be somebody that's ready to outspend you, outdo you, outthirst you, and outsimp you. If I were single, I would have a thirst line that anybody could jump over. I ain't that thirsty. So my thirst line is like 4 inches off the ground. Everybody could jump over my thirst line. I ain't that thirsty. Some dudes' thirst lines are so high, you need to pole vault over their thirst line. You need to be like you in the Olympics, just running with your pole. You about to pole vault over their thirst line because they so thirsty, can't nobody else get up there. There's always going to be somebody that can out-thirst you. You want that female? It's somebody that's more thirsty for that particular female than you are. Accept that. It ain't like it was before where you could come down here and it may just be a couple of brothers down here. Now it's a gang of brothers, and a lot of those dudes are some thirsty mother. They ain't never had no beautiful woman. Think about it. Let's be for real. Y'all ready? Let's do it. It's some dudes that ain't never had no pretty pussy and they ain't never had nothing gorgeous. Ain't nothing that gorgeous in their city. And the ones that are that gorgeous, they won't have nothing to do with them dudes. It's dudes that ain't never been with a Latin woman. Never. Ain't never been with an Asian woman. They live in Seattle and ain't never been with an Asian woman. They live in Chicago, Texas, and Florida and ain't never been with a Latin woman. It's dudes that's got thirst on a level that you and I can't equate. These dudes' thirst come from the top of the Shaolin temple. These dudes like the 5 deadly venom thirst. I'm telling y'all, man, we can't keep up with the level of thirstiness that some of these dudes bring. Some dudes, they thirsty on a level that you ain't never. You see the chick, you like, okay, I'll holler at her. If I don't get her, it's another fine one behind her. This dude that's so thirsty, if he can't get her from hollering at her, he will try to pay for her right then, right there. Even if she ain't never said anything about pay for play. It's dudes that I've heard dudes walk into restaurants and ask the manager, how much for your waitresses? I'm not talking about like some Egyptian leader or leader from the Middle East, how much for the girl? No, none of that. I'm talking about y'all just so embarrassing. Some dudes think that soon as they get off the plane, that everybody is for sale. You got to come to the reality that your competition is thirstier than you are. I ain't that thirsty. I'm sorry. Give me regular women. I don't need to be around women I need to be thirsty for. Give me a regular wife and a regular life. If I didn't have a wife, me and Andrea's girlfriend, boyfriend, give me a regular girlfriend and I'll be a regular boyfriend. I don't need to be walking around a country and I'm that thirsty because I ain't never been with a Latin woman or I ain't never slept with a woman that was that pretty. And some of you dudes don't never want to admit that. You ain't never had nothing that was that pretty in your life. And you don't know how to handle it. That's what makes it thirsty. You don't know how to handle it. Well, you don't know how to tell her no. Hell no, girl. What you talking about? Hell no. Some of y'all dudes been to Colombia 6 times. They ain't never told one female hell no. Girl, you crazy. Hell no. The next one when it comes to your competition. There's always going to be a dude that outspends you. You got dudes that's been living in Sosua. They still pay the price that they paid in 2015. You know why? Because those Sosua women have been seeing that person around and they know what the real local price is for pay for play. But these dudes that's willing, they'll see a female in Sosua or at the clock tower Cartagena, no matter how good she look or don't look, if she says 300,000 pesos, it's dudes that will tear off that 300,000 pesos when you just smashed her for 70,000 pesos 15 hours ago. And you know that you look like this is about to pay 300,000 pesos. I mean, I just paid 70 for that. It's dudes that will outspend you for the simplest female. Most foreigners are willing to outspend. If local men, here we go. If local men, taxi drivers, business owners, everyday guys, gave y'all the breakdown of the prices that they pay for play in their own city, 90% of dudes will still overpay. If a local taxi driver told you, bro, just give her 60,000. That's all we give her. It will still be a dude that will still try to force feed her 300,000. The game now, you will never be able to keep up with the market now. It's going to keep changing. It's going to keep evolving because there'll always be an extra thirsty dude that's willing to pay more than you for the same street quality. I could see if y'all was paying for like the top tier escorts, not pay for play, but the true escorts. Y'all pay escort prices for pay for play. Y'all pay escort prices, the price that a Colombian would pay for an escort, like a true escort. Y'all pay that for a street chick. Think about the same chick that you see in Colombia walking from behind a back alley in New York, because that's what they do. Think about a chick that you want in Thailand. She fine. And she come from an abandoned building in Philadelphia. Because that's what they doing. That's what you're buying. When you buy street chicks and you're not getting escorts or you're not going to a brothel or a professional place where this is a profession, whether it be in Brazil, and you're doing it the easy way, just add water way, you think that you're getting over by getting a street chick. But Colombian men are looking at you like, but dude, you paying escort prices. You paying for a 9 in Colombia's dudes' eyes. You guys are paying for a 9, 10, or 11. You're paying for Rihanna or Kelly Rowland or Beyonce, and you're getting meh, because The reason why, because there will always be somebody thirstier than you, and somebody is always willing to pay more than you will want to pay for a regular street chick. If it was up to y'all, the prices would still be like they were when I first came down. 60,000 for the hottest chick. 60,000 pesos was like $17. $17, and you can get you the finest chick from the clock tower, from Medellin, from DR. 60,000 pesos. If you was paying like 75,000, it was like, dang. 100,000 was never even thought of until a dude that was thirstier and more willing to pay than you were came along. And that's what messed the prices up for everybody. The last thing that your competition that you got to look at from now on, not the local dudes, not the dudes like me, that's just the regular dude that want regular women, the simps. Simps have always been around throughout the time of the Bible. You've always had a simp. But here in Colombia, it is amplified. It has amplified. They simping on a level that they are deleting women simping. You simping so much, you deleting women? If you don't love me, you can't love anybody. They taking simping to a whole nother level. Female can walk up to you and say, I got 6 kids in Colombia. You won't take care of one. You won't take care of a woman in the States with 1 child. I already said this months ago. Y'all think women in the United States criticize y'all now. Or they getting passports and they going to other countries. That ain't nothing. Wait until women in the United States start making videos when they find out on the level that a lot of dudes are simping. Wait till women in the United States start exposing the dark secret of y'all won't take care and be a stepdad in the United States, but y'all will splurge on a baby mama in Colombia. And don't tell me you don't, because I see it all the time. All the time. My baby need a mattress. You don't know if that baby got a king-size bed at the house. You ain't never been to this chick house ever. You been smashing her for 3 years. She ain't never invited you to her house. Never, no, never. You've met her friends, you've met her family, but you have never been to the place where she lay her head down at night. You don't know what her child got. She done sold you some story on the kids need school clothes, and you don't even know, because Colombia has 2 school semesters. We have 1 in the States. Colombia has 2 semesters. You don't even know what semester that child is in because you ain't a local. And they done tricked you into buying uniforms and all type of new shoes and school books for the kids. And the kids' semester don't start for another 7 months. It's simping on a whole nother level. Wait till the women in the United States find out about that dirty little secret. You won't even buy a Happy Meal for a woman that you about to take on a date in the United States. You won't buy a Happy Meal for that woman's child, but you come here to Colombia and you love it when she call you Big Papa, and you sit up there and you just splurge your ass off. Way more than you would have splurged for a Happy Meal in the United States. I could see if you was like, well, take care of the kids in Colombia is less. No. Nah. I see y'all sitting up there. Y'all be dang near buying land in the kids' name. You need some land? Do your kids need some land? My child is 3. Well, let's go ahead and buy your kid a car, just, because in years later, they're going to need that. They're going to need that car. Dang shame. Y'all that's gonna be one thing that most dudes can't defend. You criticize baby mamas back in the States I would never. Ain't no way. I never take care of another man. And you come here to Colombia and you take care of the Venezuelan man's child. You take care of the Middle Eastern man's child. You take care of the Colombian man's child. The Asian dude that had a couple of babies down here, taking care of his child. The black brother down here that is smashed and got 9 baby mamas. You take care of his child. And I'll be watching you. And you just be blowing your money. And then you got the audacity to be calling me talking about, Dre, let me borrow $500 until I get to the house. Yeah. 200,000. Hey, I'm hearing dudes coming out of. I hear that in some cases the women stop talking about pesos. They just be like $150, $200. They even took the peso out of it. The women just straight up $95 because they done smashed so many Americans, and they discovered, well, if I just calculate it like this, then I'll just tell them what the American version of it is. $90. Well, Dre, is my money. It is. Dude, I'm just saying that you exist. I didn't tell you how to spend your money. I'm just letting dudes know. Dudes like you. I'm not talking about you, real. Let me take real estate down. you guys might be thinking I'm talking about real estate law. I'm just talking about in general. I'm not talking about the cost changing or how dudes spend their money. I'm just talking about, guys, realize there will always be dudes that exist that will impact the economy of pay for play. It'll always just be those dudes. They'll always mess up the price. And this is the funny part. The coochie ain't got no better. The quality ain't got no, actually is worse than what it was before. When you was pay for playing, like in 2017, 18, 19, 16, quality. Those women put pride in how they dress, pride in how they was giving you fire head. Now, y'all think y'all getting quality. Y'all ain't getting quality. Not like it was back in the day. I've been hearing too many dudes complain. It wasn't even fire for that amount. Man, nobody was talking like that back in the day. He said, I remember when an old white dude was complaining about a black passport bros months ago, back saying that they were coming to DR, raising up the prices like he never seen before, and he didn't know how to deal. Even the locals here, local guys be like, man, dude, come on, man, y'all messing up this what kills me with pay for play. This what really killed me with pay for play. It wasn't when the women asked for, if it was 60,000 pesos and a woman asked for 100,000. Inflation, like somebody said on here, supply and demand. Got you. I think it was real estate law. He said supply and demand. I agree with that. What messed up pay for play? All you big tippers. She said 60. You decide to give her 150. The other chick said 90. You decide to give her 200,000. All you big unnecessary tippers messed up pay for play. Instead of business being business, she says 60, she gets 60, maybe 70. But no, you guys gotta run rampant with the tips. And it didn't make the coochie no better, did it? Nope. Next time you got it. The head wasn't no fire, was it? No, it was the same head. It wasn't no fire because she knew that you was dumb enough to give a big tip. So she didn't have to put in all that effort when she gave you head. You a big tipper. The big tippers were the one that ruined pay for play for you guys, man. It wasn't the women. Rate of inflation goes up on everybody. That's a given. But the way that it rolls, there will always be your competition is the fact that there will always be somebody that's going to out-simp you, outdo you, Like you, like, man, I ask her for a number. You know, she says she got a man. She got a man. There's some dudes that's like ultra thirsty. You like, dude, it ain't that serious. There's another female coming down the street right now. Outdo you, outspend you. It will always be some dude that's extra in the market. That's the market right now. It will always be somebody now in the market to mess it up, to raise the prices higher. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if the prices in DR and Colombia get in the next year plus get up to between $200 to $300 for pay-for-play, USD. While the local dudes are still paying under 100,000 pesos. I would not be surprised at that. I kid you not. In the next 2 to 5 years, I would not be surprised if females start asking y'all for $300 because there are enough simps out there that will pay it with ease. With ease. Let's continue on to the next video, or finishing off this video. Well, we'll finish with this one. Let's go on to the Danica Marie video. This video, Danica Marie is talking about the passport bros. Let's go over to let's get out of this one right here because we're done with this one. In this video with Danica Marie, she's talking about the passport bros, and she's talking about how, and she's actually reviewing a video. We got 84 people here. Make sure you click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like me too. Click that like button. Shout out to my man GJ is in the building. Pay for play, still supply and demand. Absolutely correct. It will always be. It will always be. He said that crackly white dudes, crackly white sounding dude was right too. You raising up the prices, shaking my damn head. How can we get mad at them? We can't. Yeah, them big tippers, bro. The big tippers messed it up. Not the women raising up the price. Not guys that's even willing. Not even the guys that were willing to accept the new price. If the women said, "Well, it's 100,000 now," most guys were like, "I can understand that." You know, we just coming out of a pandemic. You trying to take care of your family. Okay, cool. I got you. But instead of just giving her the 100,000 or 110,000 pesos. You dudes were giving up 400,000 pesos, 500, 250,000, when those women never knew that anybody would be dumb enough to do that. They never imagined that somebody, because they're so used to the local dudes, they never imagined somebody would come over on a plane and be dumb enough to pay 250,000 pesos for a street girl, not the escorts who were supposed to get 250,000. They're supposed to ask in dollar amount. Escorts are the ones that you will find online on the websites that they got. They're professional. The ones that you could take on a date and hang out with, and they will take care of you, and then y'all hook up. It's like a whole boyfriend girlfriend experience. Escorts get that money. These are the ones that look like Rihanna. The ones that you don't see on the streets ever. And you dudes are not getting the escorts because you're too lazy to look for them. And you paying escort prices to the ones in the streets. That's the part that got everybody looking like, what are you dudes doing? That's what Colombians are looking at y'all like, what the? And even the women that are escorts are looking at y'all like, we never thought that men would be dumb enough to pay these prices. And then give us a tip that's 4 times the amount I asked for. A man with money is not going to pay unless it has value. No, you would think, right? You would think like, okay, she gave him fire sex. She cooked for him. She took care of him. She took him out dancing. She gave him the girlfriend, boyfriend experience. You would think that the value would equate to what these dudes are getting, right? Half the time I see dudes complaining in WhatsApp groups that the coochie wasn't even that fire. That the head was for 400,000 pesos. 250, 300,000 pesos. And it wasn't even fire. I remember when dudes used to share whole facts. Remember that? See, some of you guys weren't even around when dudes were sharing whole facts. See, dudes are so selfish with their pay for play now. Back when I first started, dudes would share whole facts. Like, dude, I got one for y'all, dog. I got one for y'all. It will put the female information because he wanted to because he was cool with the chick, and the dude would be like, and I'm talking about the brother. The brothers would be so cool with the chick, they'd be like, I'm gonna help you make some money. I got some partners in my WhatsApp group, and they gonna come to town, and you look out for them like you looked out for me. So dudes used to share whole facts. So we knew who did anal. We knew who did girl on girl. We knew who gave fire head. We knew who sucked toes, licked booty holes. We knew everything because we all were sharing whole facts with each other. And then this new wave of dude came. Then the simp came along. And he's hoarding all the info. The better the head, the more he's hoarding. You guys will never get this coochie. She licked my booty. You'll never get this. This new generation, y'all be hoarding. Y'all be hoarding the facts in the attic. Nobody will find out about this one. We wasn't like that. The better the female, the more we were sharing the information. Because we wanted her to make money. She ain't had to make that 400,000 pesos off of one dude. It was like, she want to get 400,000 pesos off of us with that fire head. Okay, I got 3 more dudes you can take care of. By the time you get done with all 4 of us, you will have 400,000 because your price is only 100,000 pesos. Yeah, them Zion Williams. There's a lot of Zion Williams getting off of flights every day in South America, in Brazil, overpaying pay for play. Just overpaying, just unnecessary insecurity, self-made insecurity with your money. Unnecessary. Don't nobody talk about whole facts no more. Some of you dudes, this is the first time y'all ever heard of the term whole facts. Dudes, you just share so much information in all the WhatsApp groups. We knew who to mess with, who not to. Even the pay for play pros, because they knew we had whole faxes and facts on who was fire and who. Even the fire chicks, if they couldn't get to you, they would introduce you to one of their friends that was fire. Now, pay for play girls don't even share the wealth of knowledge. Man, y'all world is completely different when I was out there. Completely different. Said we literally, he said we can literally pull the best Citra or Centra, and cats going after the worst. Yeah. Yeah. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're smart. This is true. True, my friends. You guys will never get That's how it be, dude. Dudes be hoarding the coochies. Hoarding. Nobody will ever get this coochie. I love her. I treat her like my baby mama. I'll never let her go. I'm in 11 WhatsApp groups, and I ain't seen nobody share whole facts in about a good 2-3 years. Y'all don't share nothing no more. Nothing. I mean, it used to be the norm. Dudes used to be like, I got one, here's one right here. Now, the ones that I do know that still do that, the dudes that's in the Asian WhatsApp groups, like in Thailand and different, they still do that. They still share whole facts. But you South American dudes, y'all don't share nothing. Y'all some selfish motherfuckers. I swear, y'all selfish. Look, I'm tell y'all like this. I don't care how fire sex a woman gave me when I was single. I'm sharing the wealth with my boys. I'm sharing the wealth with my boys. If she want to have sex in some of the weirdest positions that I've ever seen, you better believe I would share. Fellas, got one. Sharing the wealth. Yup. Top flight security of the world, Craig. Shout out to you, Bobby. These dudes wasn't doing nothing. But let's get back to Danica Marie and see what she has to say in regards to this.
This message is for the passport pros.
I
was talking to my mother the other night, and I was explaining to her what the movement was about. She had never heard of it. And, you know, after I gave her the explanation of why men are leaving westernized countries to find wives elsewhere, or even love elsewhere, or dating elsewhere, she said, oh my God, you know, I have a friend, her son is doing that very thing and basically having the best time of his life. He is dating the most beautiful, wonderful women that treat him the way women used to treat men. He meets their families, and the families absolutely adore him. They shower him in food and cakes and pies, very kind and loving and open to him, very unlike a lot of situations you find here in the United States. There's one woman in particular that he's more serious about now, and she washes his feet. I know that might sound extreme, but why shouldn't you wash someone's feet that you care about? She does his laundry. She's friendly, fit, and fun. All of that stuff that US women, you know, claim is subservient or demeaning, or you shouldn't do that for a man. I mean, it sounds insane. So my mom was saying that he is just so happy and having such a wonderful time over there. You know, he doesn't want to get married right now, and why should he? You don't have to become a passport bro just to go over and snag a wife. Maybe you just want to date for a while and have a positive dating experience before you find the woman of your dreams. So I support this 100%. If I had a son, this is exactly what I would tell him to do. I would encourage.
We're gonna pause it right there for a second. How many of you guys agree with what she just said? Because I do. If I had a son, you better believe my boys or girls, they gonna be some passport holders at an early stage of life. I'm only 3 months old. Boy, if you don't come on with me, let's go get this passport. I am in 100% agreement that this passport bro, blue book gentleman movement is not set for one generation. I think this is really being set up for the next generation, our kids and our grandkids. Even if you got kids that decide they want to be in the States, you make sure your grandson or granddaughter got a passport. She's right. She's like, why should I let my son or daughter struggle in the United? Think about it. Why should we let our daughters get used and abused in the United States? We know how we did women in the States. Let's not act brand new. We was running through them. I know Dre the Ripper was. Why should we let our boys feel like they on the edge of self-deletion because of what some nappy-head female did that is a 6 at best? Why? When we men who have passports by experience know, son, don't let that little girl in high school drive you crazy, because when summer school comes or when spring comes, Easter weekend, what you're off for Christmas, I'm gonna take you to DR. You know what I like? Who did that? I think it was Dennis Sperling. Went to DR, had a ball, went back home and got his sons and brought them to DR and introduced them to the kids in DR. In martial arts, sports. These kids didn't just go and they just went on a resort and never. These kids have fun. One dude took his son to I think it was to Brazil. In the photos of the son, it just kind of like hanging out with the little girls and collecting phone numbers and all. This kid ain't going back to the States ever worrying about what the little nappy head girls in the United States think about him. Ever. This child have been to Brazil and collect numbers from girls. I'm talking about this boy was like 12 years old. And it just was the cutest thing to see the little Brazilian girls kind of like kiki kaka exchanging numbers with him. And he's exchanging numbers with them. And they were just kids being kids. But by the time this kid hit 30, when puberty really kicks in, he won't be on self-deletion mode like a lot of men of color in the United States because of what some one woman did to him. There is no way in the world my kids ain't gonna have no passport. You better believe that. And I'm talking about with stamps on it. And I see that many of you guys agree with it as well. Yeah, even if you got all girls and the girl just want to travel for clarity and experience of life. And they want to realize that America is not the only country where you can work and buy property. And maybe they do find love in other countries. Just like she just said, even if a man goes to another country and he ain't looking for marriage, I wasn't looking for marriage. I was looking for stability and a stable relationship, but I so happened to meet the woman that I fell in love with to a point where I knew that this is the woman I wanted to be with for L. But many of you brothers aren't looking for marriage. Taylor Made Dreams and Ace Live, a lot of you brothers are out here. Checking Effect, a lot of you brothers are out here, aren't looking for marriage. You're just looking for somebody that ain't gonna drive you crazy and you have a good time enjoying their company and they're enjoying your company. And a lot of our daughters, we want the same thing. They ain't trying to deal with the headaches of dudes. Some of our daughters gonna evade domestic violence in the States because they daddy got them a passport, and our daughters were in another country where other women were still stuck in the United States getting their ass whooped by some pookie. Our daughters all up in Italy somewhere. They all in Spain. They visiting family in whatever country their mama in, their original country in Colombia. Why somebody's daughter right now is gonna be getting her ass whooped by some dude in the States because that's her only option. She think that Pookie is it because they never expose their daughters to nobody else and nothing else, and their daughter don't know about options of life. Won't be my daughters. Bet that. Bet if my child don't know nothing else, my child gonna know that it's got options. By the time daddy gone, my daddy taught us what? Options. You got options in this thing called life. No way in heck. Ain't no way. My son gonna be sitting up there ready to delete himself for some nappy-headed female in the United States. But it hurt so bad, Dad. I know, son. I know it hurt bad. That was your first love, son. Come on, let's go get this flight, dog. By the time my son get back from that flight from Belize, last thing he gonna be worrying about is that nappy head girl back in his high school or back at his college. Believe that one. Believe that one. He said, I'm getting married over. I like that one. He said, I'm getting married over and over again. I like that one. He said, Dad, take me with you. I know, right? He said, our daughters are doomed in the U.S. Yes. All of us good dudes, for the most part, gonna be gone. Ain't nothing left but Pookies and Rayway for our daughters? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. That's not happening. That's not happening. I don't care if her mama cry about it. When did you take her to get a passport? About 5 years ago. She's had a passport for 5. Yeah. Well, she can't go with you. Well, she's 16. She's old enough to make that decision on her own. You can't tell her anything with her passport at 16. So if she wants to fly to the moon, you can't do nothing about it. She gonna be up there with her and Frank Sinatra flying to the moon. Shout out to Jamar in the building. Let's finish off the video. One thing that you guys didn't know is I'm gonna pull this video back a little bit. I want you to watch Danica Marie. Now, once again, she's a supporter of the Passport Bro movement, but she doesn't support us in the sense of it hurts to see quality men leaving. That's what hurts her. Not that Pookie and Ray Ray and them got a passport, but the fact that you guys who are quality men, quality fathers are leaving. Danica, I've seen her cry a couple times because she's like, she's like Kevin Samuels, I'm trying to keep it together in this country. She said, but I can't blame the brothers for leaving. So I'm going to show this again, but I'm going to show it all the way through and let you guys see Danica Marie's physical reaction while the lady's talking. Let me go back here.
And, after I gave her the explanation of why men are leaving westernized countries to find wives elsewhere, or even love elsewhere, or dating elsewhere, she said, oh my God, I have a friend, her son is doing that very thing and basically having the best time of his life. He is dating the most beautiful, wonderful women that treat him the way women used to treat men.
Now look at Danica.
He meets their families and the families absolutely adore him. They shower him in food and cakes and pies, very kind and loving and open to him. Very unlike a lot of situations you find here in the United States. There's one woman in particular that he's more serious about now, and she washes his feet. I know that might sound extreme, but why shouldn't you wash someone's feet that you care about? She does his laundry. She's friendly, fit, and fun. All of that stuff that U.S. women, claim is subservient or demeaning, or you shouldn't do that for a man. I mean, it sounds insane. So my mom was saying that he is just so happy and having such a wonderful time over there. He doesn't want to get married right now, and why should he? You don't have to become a passport bro just to go over and snag a wife. Maybe you just want to date for a while and have a positive dating experience before you find the woman of your dreams. So I support this 100%. If I had a son, this is exactly what I would tell him to do. I would encourage him to do some type of profession where it could be done remotely and you can travel anywhere in the world with your computer and make money. So I think it's wonderful, and I support the Passport Bro movement 100%. And if anyone ever needs a letter of reference, hit me up.
I'm going to try to get an interview with her.
I gotta take a moment.
She said she got to take a moment.
I'm at a loss for words. It's that bad to where you have women that are like, yeah, I support this. If I had a son, I would tell him to do the same thing. These men are going overseas and they're finding happiness. They're finding women to wash their feet. to bake them pies and cakes, to be traditional, to love on them, be respectful towards them. You got this woman here saying, if I had a son, this is exactly what I would tell him to do. She also went on to say that, you know, guys are not just going over to find wives. Some men just want to be able to experience what it's like to be with a woman that actually respects you. To have a good time with a woman that actually honors your opinions, honors your thoughts, cares about you. It's so bad that men over here have never experienced what it's like to be in the company of a woman and to just enjoy her and her enjoy you back.
It's sad. That's the end of that video. Shout out to Danica. And she did that live stream today. I was watching the live stream, throwing in some super chats. Some of you guys were there. Shout out to Flyboy Way in the building. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. If you guys trying to have trips to where you safely make it to the destination and safely make it back home, make sure you subscribe to his channel as well as Kings and Dreams. Flyboy been laying it out there for a long time. I be doing consultations and dudes be bringing up Flyboy. Man, I've been watching Flyboy Way, and his video helped me out here. His video helped me out there. So yeah, definitely make sure you guys subscribe to Flyboy Way. Also, like what Fresh does in regards to where he tries to encourage you guys to become financially stable for these ventures in other countries. So shout out to Flyboy Way. All right, let's see what homie was saying. Shout out to homie being in the building. He said, I was telling my homegirls that they should stop shaming and bashing the passport bros. Most of the men are good men that you keep as backup plan. Yes, they do. They try to keep the good men as a backup plan. What's going to be left for you? Pookies and Ray Rays. Pookies and Ray Rays. Because the more men that look at other guys like Flyboy and like other guys that travel and are like, why am I not doing that? I deserve the same thing as well. More men are going to start taking advantage of the opportunity. I kid you not. Homie said, I just started, they just stared at me and I could tell what was on their mind, what their minds were thinking. That's crazy. Just crazy. And you see the sadness. He say, DJ says, every male is not a man. Absolutely correct. That is, I've always said that for years. You're absolutely correct. But you're going to see more women that are sad. That it's going to hit them. Right now, it's easy to criticize. All the passport bros are this. The blue gentlemen are this. Blah, 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 blah. Men with passports. Talk about black, white. They talk about all of us. Not just brothers. But just like it's sinking in with Sister Danica Marie, that this is not a game, and that when we leave, we ain't coming back. We'll come back to visit family, friends, and in many cases for finances. But to actually see what a lot of dudes are doing, they're buying property or they're establishing lives in other countries, and they go back to the States to make money, stack money. But in my case, most of my clothes were over here. Every time I went back to the United States, I wasn't partying, wasn't no club, it wasn't no nothing. It was only about making that money. My home was Colombia. My place of business was the United States, whether it was the land and property that I owned, whether it was me still being a college recruiter, academic college recruiter, whatever it may be, an investor, whatever it may be, that's what I was doing. United States was no longer the place where I mainly enjoyed the gift of life. It was where I worked. Every time I gave my passport, it was as if I was punching into a job. And when I left the United States, it was as if I was punching out of my job. Seriously. It's like Danica said, is it that bad? Yes, Danica, it's that bad. Brothers are gone. The quality brothers are leaving in droves. We are bigger than any fraternity that's existed. We are leaving in droves and not looking back. There is no shame. We're not putting down people. Shout out to Irv Gotti in the building. We're not putting down people. But yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to reach out to both women. I'm glad that you brought that up, Irv. I'm going to reach out to both women, Danica and the lady that from TikTok. So I'm going to reach out to both of them. The most that they can say is yes. That's how I got Dennis. I kid you not. That's exactly how I got Dennis. I reached out to Dennis, lead attorney. Who was it? The brother, Kevin Samuel's friend that was a fashion guy. The fashion OG, or I forgot, cool brother who does the clothing. And he does the, man, I was watching this channel for about a year, man. I reached out to him. It was like 4 or 5 main dudes. I reached out, and I got a response from just about everybody. But that's how I got Dennis on the first time. So I'm going to reach out to Danica. I need to get Chantel on the show, Chantel Simone. I'll try to get Six the Goddess on the show. So, yeah. Okay, once you get her accounts looking right, back to El Salvador. Or back to El Salvador she goes. She's back in the U.S. to work and study. Okay, cool. You sound like my home girl from Brazil. She's back in the States to work and study. Yep, that's how you do it. Kid you not. Says they don't realize the real trend they left behind. To them, this is just, it's a phase. It's like a song that's being played that's gonna be played out in a year or two. This is a movement. Oh yeah, Jeff the Style OG. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, the Style OG. Jeff the Style OG. I reached out to him as well because I wanted him to come on and talk about fashion and style and little ways that we can improve our style while we're in these other countries. So I'm going to reach out to him again too. But I kid you not, guys. This is something that's it's been years in the making, and it would take generations to slow down. And I'll tell you what I mean by that, in all sincerity. There's a documentary on Netflix. Check it out. That documentary, it's about migrations around the world. It's animal migration. When you first come on in the first maybe 3 minutes, they show a globe of the United States. And then they show the path of all the animals that we know of that migrate. And it was like these stripes and circles going all around the globe. You really, you're used to seeing the wildebeest migrate or butterflies migrate, or you're thinking about like the geese that migrate. Once they start putting stripes all around that globe, and like I said, it's on Netflix, and it's all about all animals migrate. Migration is one of the most beneficial things that ever happened to the planet. Is because the whale migrates, the salmon migrates, lions wait for the migration, and alligators wait for the migration of the zebras and the wildebeest, the migration of the locusts, and the migration of man. Because we are migratory beings, because we're passport bros and blue book gentlemen and passport sisters, because we're the new wave of migration, just like the animals are redefining the path and the atmospheres of wherever they go. It's kind of crazy. They showed a new migration of elephant that actually sleeps laying down because it's more comfortable in that jungle in which they migrate. They've never seen that before. But these elephants have found a new location to migrate. Instead of just going straight through the desert, they found a kind of like a different path to go to that has a few trees, but instead of sleeping kind of like with a lean or standing up, they had a drone view of nothing but gigantic elephants laid down sleeping. That's all they know. Due to migration. This is just the beginning of our migration. There are going to be some people that complain about us, just like they complain about the Vikings migrating, just like people complain from people from North America migrating to South America. They complain about people that migrated from South Africa up to North Africa and North Africa to the other parts of it. There's always going to be somebody to say something about migrations. That's another change you've got to embrace, guys. There will always be somebody that does not have a passport, or if they do, like I said, 50% of U.S. passports are used only to go to Canada. You don't even need a passport to go on a cruise. All you need is either your passport card or your birth certificate. I've been on enough cruises, I can tell you. We are the new wave of migration. We are the next level of the freedom after post-slavery. A lot of us thought that when slavery ended and we migrated off of massa plantation, that was the migration. Remember that? We were still in the same towns in Kentucky and Tennessee and Oklahoma. We thought that was the first migration, but we didn't have anywhere to go, did we? Nope. I remember reading the books. They were saying they had nowhere to go. Then we started building our own towns, and people thought us building our own towns was the final migration, didn't they? We're free because we have our own black towns. That wasn't the final migration, was it? So then here come the 60s and 50s in the industrial industry. And what do? Migrated up north to New York, to Chicago, to the Midwest, to areas out west. And we got good jobs. And we started living in nice houses in the 60s and 70s. And we thought that was the ultimate migration. After slavery, we didn't have anywhere to go. Then we built towns, and then we owned our land from sharecropping and things like that. Then industrial age came, and we migrated up to the Midwest and into the East, into the West. Now the new migration for people of color and beyond is beyond the borders of the United States. We've always been a migratory people. For people to sit up there in the United States to bitch about passport bros and blue book gentlemen and why men are leaving, it's not, and we all know that it's not just about women. We all know that, but we let them talk anyway. Just like that new breed of elephant, or not breed, but new style of migration that those elephants are taking, that now they can lay down and go to sleep because there's no danger around them. So it is with us. We're the new migration. I won't lie. I feel so honored to be alive, to be a part of this migration. Not just watch it on YouTube, not just watch black men like Flyboy Way in Cancun. I watch Flyboy Way in Cancun. I reach out to Flyboy Way. Hey, Flyboy Way, can you give me some tips about, literally, this is what me and Andrea did. Can you give me some tips about Cancun? Guess what we did when we got to Cancun? Follow the blueprints that he showcased in his videos, at the same time, the information that he shared with us. But what if the brother hadn't migrated there? I wouldn't have known to migrate. I feel so honored and blessed to know all you dudes and be a part of this next wave of global history that's taking place. Instead of being another black man that sits back and watch white people do everything. Oh, look at all those white people leaving the United States and buying all that property. We're a part of this movement now. We're a part of expats. We're a part of AI. We're a part of cybersecurity. We're a part of technology. We're a part of investments. We're a part of getting jobs in other countries, teaching different languages online and teaching in other countries. We're a part of this. We're not just standing on the sidelines. We're not sitting on the bench and watching the white boys being Kobe. No, all of us who are men and women that are part of this new wave, the 9 million Americans that live outside the United States and growing. And all the dudes that sit back on the sidelines, they gonna complain. That is the next thing that I was mentioning in regards to what you got to look for or your competition when it comes to what you're doing with your life. It's going to always be somebody, especially somebody that does not have a passport. Do you know how many slaves complained about the fact that they were free? You better read your history book. There were a lot of slaves that wanted to stay right there on the plantation. Master, I don't care. I don't know nothing else. Can I stay on your plantation? Well, yes, you could be a sharecropper. They didn't ask to buy the land. They were willing to be sharecroppers. Just so I could still work your land, massa. And you still got black people with that massa mentality. It will look down on you for not want to be a field Negro, not want to be a house Negro, not want to be a landowner Negro. But you got the audacity to want to be a Negro to get the hell up off the plantation, away from the land of the plantations? How dare you? How dare you go out there and start a new life, have girlfriends and people in your cell phone that are people that you can reach out to and help you. How dare you? This is the new wave, and it ain't going nowhere. The world is global. White people doing it, retired people doing it. You know, our other channel, Mostly Money, that's all I talk about now on that channel is old people traveling and relocating. And my inbox now is full of nothing but people over the age of 65 years old asking me, Andre, if I move here, can I still get my Social Security? If I move there, what about my Medicaid? If I do, I got old people now looking to be a part of this migration. Your grandmama she can't afford that diabetic medication, but she know from watching Mostly Money channel, all those videos that I'm showing, those interviews that I'm showing of older people getting the same medication and better quality in other countries. Now your grandmama emailing me, dude. And I love it. I love seeing older people saying, man, I'm not about to go out like this. I love my grandkids, but gots to go. That's what's taking place in the world. So realize these are the changes that I'm talking about that you need to expect and embrace, because that's what's taking place. And for all the people that's whining and crying about it and think it's gonna die off, it's not. It's not. That's why that's probably the only gripe that I had. I won't say gripe, but the only disagreement that I had with Kevin Samuels. He was trying to keep brothers and sisters together, kumbaya. I ain't about to kumbaya shit. I'm gonna tell you, listen, you go ahead and waste the next 20 years trying to kumbaya women in a country that benefits women not to kumbaya. It is economically, but men, you have no chance in the United States against this big machine known as the economic economy. 70% of all purchases in the United States are purchased by women. Many of those purchases are purchased by women that are single, that need to hire a landscape dude. That's money being made because she ain't got no man. who need to hire a moving company because she can't lift all them boxes and she live in a city away from her uncles and her brothers. That's making money, the mechanics. Us dudes, if a woman had a man, at least we know how to change oil or change a tire, most of us. A single woman, she got to hire a moving company, a landscaping company. She's got to hire somebody that could come in and put in her Wi-Fi, her electricity, her Wi-Fi, her security, all that. Work on her car. She ain't got no man to be there during the car negotiations. So what ends up happening? She ends up paying a higher price for mechanic work and a higher price for a vehicle because she didn't know that she could negotiate as well as she could for the price of that car. It is so much money that's being made from single women, and you men think that it's going to turn around for your ass? You think that the government, who's getting 1/3 of all child support money is made off of men that's not even a father. You think the United States is going to take all those dudes off of child support with all the money that they make from child support? And also the money that's made from industries when they put you in jail when you don't pay your child support? You think the government gonna stop that for your black ass? For your white ass? Please, it is too much money. There's billions are being made off of the backs of single women, off the pockets of single women. You know how many songs are out there? There's number one songs because women are single and they at home buying those and downloading and streaming that song. You know how many books that's being sold because single women are at home and reading Harlequin romances? You know how much money is being made from vibrators that's being sold and rabbits and butterflies so they can buzz? You are yesteryear until you dudes come to reality. Well, it's some good women here. It's some good women that society still tells her she don't need you. Even when a good woman tells society, I need black men, society gonna still try to convince her otherwise. And you dudes are sitting around waiting for I got 30 plus years with good health on this planet. Society has already told me that the number one voting group in the United States are women. Whatever women want, they get. This is done. For all you dudes that keep on trying to keep hope alive, and you walking around like you Muhammad Ali with a torch in your hand, and it's the Olympics, it's done. Let the torch go, bruh. It's done. I'm not saying you gotta hate on women. I'm not saying you gotta hate on the United States, because that's not how I talk and that's not how I act. But at the end of the day, business is business. And single women in the United States is big, big, big business. From Petco to PetSmart, it's big business. You getting back with black women do not make enough money. You don't bring in enough money with your paycheck coming along with her paycheck to where the government says, well, let's turn it around and get everybody married. No, the only thing that the government wants, the only thing that's close to people coming together is reproduction. Around the world, there's not enough people on the planet for what needs to be done. Each country is going through a problem when it comes to reproduction. But other than you being used as a buck, like they used to use the big slave buck to multiply, other than that, you have no purpose in the United States. None. Well, we built, I don't give a damn what you built. You are, if they put black women on this, I'm a Libra, put black women's value, economic value on the scale. Put black men economic value, not how much you make, your value, how much you impact the country on a grand scale, how much you impact the country on, as far as consumerism in politics. You ain't shit compared to what the black woman does and brings economically. She spends emotionally. White women spend emotionally to where you sitting back putting your money in a bank, in investments, and Bitcoin. You don't hear no women all the time talk about no damn Bitcoin. That's men talking like that. The reason why I'm talking like this is to get you guys out of that damn limbo that you're in and face reality. If you're gonna be in the States, cool, make your money. But if things don't work out for you in the States, realize you got other countries that are still waiting for you. And always, from this day forth, always remember, United States is not built, is built by males. It is no longer for males. It's built by males. Yes, we built it from scratch. It is no longer, LGBTQ got more white rights than you. They telling you, well, what's a man? You ain't never in the history of no country ever heard nobody question what the fuck a man is. In the last 5 years, women and LGBTQ has so much power, they can question you about what the fuck you are. After you built this whole society, you built the microphones, you built the microphone stands, you built the podium that they stand in front of, you built the building that they come in front of to walk into to criticize what the fuck you are. And you want to criticize us brothers with passports because we don't want to stay in that shit? And I'm talking to men who criticize us. So you keep your happy asses right in that country, have your fun, and you think I'm bullshitting that this is just the beginning? Well, I don't see that every day, so it doesn't impact me. It doesn't impact you yet. They are laying a foundation for the United States for the future that you guys, you need to start reading books. And I mean start reading the books about what they got coming down the turnpike for the next 5, 10, 30 years. So all you dudes that want to sit back, my country, tears of thee, sweet land of liberty, cool. I ain't got nothing. I ain't mad at you. Like I said, I love the States. Go Raiders. But at the end of the day, I'm letting you guys know, if you are on the fence of wanting to relocate to another country and believe in yourself for a change, instead of just believing in the red, white, and blue, or believing, if you're in Canada, believing in the red and the white, or whatever country you're in, believe in yourself just one time in your life. Just one time. You believed in your boss who gave you the job. You believe in your investments. You believe in your kids. When you go one time in your motherfucking life, just say, you know what, I'm gonna believe in me. And if it works, cool. If it fucks up, I at least did it. I did it. I left this planet, and one time I did it. I didn't wait for a boss to tell me. I didn't wait for my country to tell me. I didn't wait for a pandemic to tell me. I didn't wait for an election to tell me. I did it. And that's what I feel like right now. Right now. If I was to pass on right now, boom. One thing that you can say, that brother believed in himself and he fucking did it. He didn't give a fuck what nobody else thought. He didn't care what nobody else thought. He went out there and did it. And let's say it all failed and falls apart tomorrow morning and I'm still alive. Guess what I'll do? I'll do this shit again because now I know how to do it from scratch. You will see me in another country before you see me in the United States. You'll be like, Andre, to move to Greece. Before you see me scampering my ass back to the United States in the name of, it just didn't work. No. Hell no. No. Y'all can have that motherfucker for real. It is not built for men anymore. Shout out to Irv got in the building. He said facts. Yeah, he said, Andre, we need a backup plan from Babylon. Yeah. Y'all dudes keep looking back. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. When I got out the feds, I always keep telling this story. The rules that we had, thanks for the super chat, brother. The rule that we had in the feds was this. When you get out and you get on that in that van and they about to drive you to the airport, it's your last day, they drive you to the airport. If you look in that rearview mirror, any one of them, if you look back, you going back. If you look back at the prison, you coming back to prison. And so dudes used to sit back, man, my ass, dude, I was daydreaming. I'm looking at everywhere. I wasn't looking at no reflection or nothing. I had my head down. Until I got far away from that prison, I had my head down. I wasn't looking back because I wasn't superstitious, but I had heard it so many times, and now I see how it applies to this. Dudes go back to the United States because they keep looking back at the United States like it's the only country. If it all fucks up in Colombia, you automatically assume you got to take your ass back to the States. Ain't no fucking way. If Colombia told me, Andre, today you got to go, I got over 190 plus countries that I could take my black ass to. There is no other than the United States. You can forget about that little lie that I'm about to sit up there and believe that you tell yourself. No. If it don't work out in Colombia, guess what? Here come Ecuador. If it don't work out in Ecuador, guess what? Here we go in Brazil. If it don't work out in Brazil, guess what? I got a bunch of other countries other than bringing my ass back to the United States, knowing I didn't want to be there from the get-go, and paying overpriced for bad medication because now I'm 60 years old and I got to take medication for this or for that and shit. And now I got to eat that bad, unhealthy-ass food that we talked about last week that's illegal in most countries. Most of the food in the United States is illegal in a motherfucking most countries, and I got to take my ass back to the United States and eat that bullshit. I got to deal with these old masculine-ass women and feminine men in the United States. I got to go back to that old bullshit. Expensive cars and expensive houses that's just overpriced and everything. Got to go back to that bullshit. Got to go back to police brutality and dealing with dirty-ass cops all damn day, and then politicians that don't want to help us. Got to go back to that shit. So why should I go back to that shit when I could take my ass to Italy? Fuck it. I could take my ass to parts of Africa. Fuck it. I would rather take a chance in a country that I don't know nothing about before I take my ass back to the United States. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. No fucking way. That's one thing that's guaranteed with your boy Dre. If you see me back in the United States, I'm either doing three things: visiting family, friends, or I'm making some motherfucking money. That's it. But to be in there, to be living there, all y'all dudes that want to be bringing chicks back to the States, get the fuck out of here. And I know some good relationships of dudes that brought their women back to the States. I ain't hating. I'm saying I ain't doing it. I got some good friends, and they got the best marriages, and they are in the States. Found his wife outside the States, brought her back, and you can't tell her nothing about her man, and you can't tell him nothing about his woman. They are having a great life. But as for me, I don't like to gamble. If I'm at the slot machine, I lose $5. I'm pissed in a motherfucker. I done lost this damn $5. You know what I could have did with that $5? I'm probably one of the most stingiest gamblers there are. I can play poker, but I ain't about to play poker. I can play golf, but I ain't about to sit up there and put no money on it. I'm the cheapest gambler you ever want to meet. The most that I ever gambled on is just fantasy football. That's it. I am not a gambling dude. Some dudes, y'all can gamble, have your fun. It ain't even about the money. It's just like, I just ain't that type of dude. And when it comes to moving a female to the United States, I just can't gamble. My gambling skills ain't that damn good. You would never see me on no damn 90-day fiance. No. That shit would not happen. But I'm about to let you guys go, man. I had a great evening with you guys. Shout out to Jeff. He says some goes for when I leave. Yeah, same goes when I leave. Yeah, for real. Yeah, man. Too many damn countries for me to take advantage of to sit up there and be crying about, let me back in the United States. Let me I'll be my country tis of thee singing motherfucker in another country. I swear, I'll be singing the U.S. national anthem in front of my television screen at every Super Bowl. I'll be right there with the rest of y'all, but I won't be. No. You'll see me back in the States next year when Andrea visited. We'll be on tour next year. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, wow. Wow. I'll be walking through my own country like a goddamn tourist, taking photos and shit. And baby, stand right there. Oh yeah, right there. Making videos. Welcome to Philadelphia. Love crossing borders. I'll be doing shit like that. Like I ain't never been to Philadelphia before. That's the type of shit you'll see me doing in the United States. Y'all be like, why is this Negro acting like he ain't never been here before? I'll be interviewing homeless motherfuckers. I be going to clubs and shit. Hey, look at this area. Wow, look at this. Ain't no way in the world. I'm be acting like I'm total stranger. Welcome to Tampa. Wow, look at this. They've got palm trees. Shit. I ain't lying. Y'all think I'm kidding. What? Okay. Wait till you see Love Crossing Borders next year, when we go to the States. Watch what happens. Y'all gonna be like, man, watch this dude fake it like he don't know his own country. I ain't gonna be faking. I'm gonna be for real. He says, yes, indeed. You see it every year. It's getting worse. I'm out of here. Fourth quarter, 2025. That's a good time. 2025. That's a good time, man. All right, guys, I'm up out of here. I'm trying to catch with my boy, see if he wants to hang out this evening. Once again, this is Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. I appreciate you guys for your comments. Let me read the last couple of comments. He said, I've never been one to look back. Left Ohio for Atlanta, didn't look back. Left Atlanta for Florida, didn't look back. When I leave Florida for abroad, I won't look back. That's a good statement, Vic. That's a good statement. I like that one. That's a good one. That was the same way with me with every city I moved to. Irv says, he said, I still got a kid. Now, come on. Now, for you guys that have your family responsibilities, I'm on your team. I'm going to come back to your comment, Irv. For all you guys that got family responsibilities, you're taking care of your mom, your grandma, your kids, your family. Some of you got some good friends, and you're established. You got property and stuff. You got business to take care of. We know that it's going to be, 10, 15 years before your final, relocation if you're interested. I'm on your team with that. Believe you me. Remember, it took me 3 years. I got a partner. It took him 7 years. So I'm with you guys in regards to that one. But in that time period, if it was me, I was still raising my shorty, I'm going to start visiting other countries to see, am I buying some land in Belize or am I buying land in Barbados? You see, I kid you not. I'm looking around. Those years when my kids are getting older, I'm looking around for a country. Soon as my child get older, soon I'll be 60 years old. For real, I'm out. For real, I'm out of here. He said, let me go back to Irv. Irv says, I still have a kid in school, so I'm planning to bring my woman back to the state, which is not bad. I got a couple of partners that did that in the States, but the plan would be to move out. Good one. Oh, man, you late. Ian B, I was ducking you today anyway, man, because I didn't get my Spanish word of the day. So Sunday, I'll have it. Remember, guys, this Tuesday, we're doing a live stream with Dennis Sperling. He's going to talk about his reality show, and we're going to be doing some reactions videos for all 16 episodes over the next 16 weeks. So be ready for that, guys. But yeah, this Tuesday at 8:30, we're going to have Dennis Sperling on the show. I'm going to start doing a thumbnail and everything tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. And you say was driving to New York? I got you. It's bad driving here. It's a holiday weekend. Ooh. All right, guys. I'm up out of here. You guys have a great one.